Hi. So, I'm Owen. I've been writing songs for a few years. I grew up around songs, especially traditional music. I have a strong sort of connection with Scottish traditional music in my family, and so I always grew up around music and around songs in particular. And I taught myself, well, picked up a guitar and started messing about when I was about 14 or 15, and I wouldn't call myself a guitar player, but it's a channel for some of the words that I want to get out. I think to me the words are the important part. So I'm going to play a song that's probably one of the longest standing of my own songs. It's been around for 3 or 4 years. Nice, safe one to ease us into the morning. It's still relatively early before midday. This is Laugh at Me. Walking aimlessly from door to door, aboard a ship, a lonely vessel seeking shore. A romance with stories built behind my eye, in a schoolboy's vain attempt to ignore before. 'Cause in the current climate, a walk around my head is kinda risky. You'd be safer with a rom-com, popcorn, 2 fingers of whiskey. But if I show you don't laugh, oh, did you miss me, did you miss me? If I show you don't laugh, oh, did you miss me, did you miss me? Don't you dare, darling, don't you dare. I know you're scared, don't you dare. Heads down, thumbs up, you know meander is my middle name. I'm outside, you're in, and the only thing between us is pain. Heads down, thumbs up, you know defensive is my middle name. But if you gave me the chance, I'm not sure I wouldn't do it all over again. So don't laugh at me, don't you dare, darling, don't you dare laugh at me, laugh at me, laugh at me, don't you dare. 'Cause in the current climate, a walk around my head is kinda risky. Well, you'd be safer with a rom-com, popcorn, and 2 fingers of whiskey. But if I show you don't laugh, did you miss me, did you miss me? If I show you don't laugh, did you miss me? Thank you.
That's awesome. That's really cool. So I'm Lauren and Stuart, and we've been writing together for maybe 5 or 6 months, the best part of. I think we observed a lot of how one another write through university, which has been really cool, and it's sort of brought us together. So we never sat down and made a band, we just started writing in similar fashion and came together quite naturally. So the first song we're going to play for you this morning is a song called Eyes Closed, it's one of my personal favourites. I suppose the style in which we write is that Stuart and I have ideas separately and come together and work on them. Eyes Closed is probably the biggest melody I've ever written. It's pretty vertical after having a lecture about that kind of thing. It came a lot from a track on Adele's 21 album called One and Only, and there's this sort of really great like swelling end section that I really wanted to try and emulate in this song. I suppose the meaning of the song has got two contexts, one being a very romantic idea of falling asleep next to the significant other in your life, but over and above that, perhaps a little bit deeper into the song, it could perhaps mean a relationship that only exists when your eyes are shut, and this is what it sounds like. Sleep, 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 I'm here, and in the morning I'll go without waking you, dear. The morning's dark, the moon's froze, but I'll keep you safe, I'll kiss your eyes closed. Don't start, the door's locked, the red side, it's home for us it's home. I love you until the day ends, and I love you when the night starts, and I love you, my best friend. Keep your eyes closed, darling, I'll carry your heart. One day they'll disappear. Till they do, I'm begging you, don't leave. Stay, stay here. Take my hand, frozen fingers locked in the dark. Keep holding, holding, and I love you until the day ends, and I love you, oh, when the night starts, and I love you, you're my best friend. Keep your eyes closed, darling, I'll carry your heart. Maybe it's better with eyes closed. The world isn't there with eyes closed. Dreams are what matter with eyes closed. We'll stay together with eyes closed. Maybe it's better with eyes closed. The world isn't there with eyes closed. Dreams are what matter with eyes closed. Sleep away longer, keep your eyes closed. Thank you.
Good morning. My name's David Laing, and I'm trying to think of an interesting background to give you. There's not really one. I don't know, kind of my mum and dad really influenced my musical taste. They were always listening to like Deacon Blue, Delamitri, Pearl Fishers, and I I don't know, I just kind of stuck that kind of quite simplistic kind of lyrics meaning kind of the most, and it's something that I've kind of tried to carry through into my own songs, which on the whole are rather miserable. I like to think of myself as being of the genre misery folk. So this is probably the only song that I've got that's not about the kind of 3 criteria I normally look for in a song: love, loss, or libido. So this song is called Hoover Boxes, and I wrote it when I was a wee boy. Me and my dad loved Batman, and we got a new Dyson in the house, and I didn't really see the attraction. I just thought it was a Hoover, but apparently this Dyson was a massive deal to my mum and dad. But we made a Batmobile out of the box, and it was an absolute belter, and I was convinced I was going to be Batman, and obviously I'm not, and I ended up working as a chef alongside kind of doing this stuff, so it was just kind of how I thought my life was going to turn out compared to how it actually did. So this is Hoover Boxes. Saving the world from our bedrooms, then I spelled down Batman costumes, as tough as nails we thought. Saving the world from our gardens, costume dirty, dinner started, as tough as nails we thought, but we were not. As tough as sleeping foxes and Batmobiles made from Hoover boxes. Saving the world from the kitchen, starters out, the waiters bitching. In Gotham it is not. Before you know it, pudding's eaten, another table's been defeated, the battle's won but not the war. As tough as sleeping foxes, saving the world in Hoover boxes. And as a boy I'd sit and think in my bad cave, I'd think how older me would talk and would behave. It turns out fighting crime is not the life for me. I'll still be serving dinners when I turn 83. Last order shout, the hero status is in doubt. The Joker's off the hook, and back in the cave and gather focus, Butler handed in his notice, this hero's on his own. It's tough as sleeping foxes and Batmobiles made from Hoover boxes. As tough as sleeping foxes, saving the world in Hoover boxes.
was great. That was absolutely, that's a hook.
You're
Hook
very
to
kind.
die for. Okay, so as I've already mentioned, to me the words are the important bit. Personally, the words are what I put the most time into probably when I'm trying to put together a song. I've recently, in the last couple of years, become infatuated with hip hop and poetry and the ground in between. I was just seeing George the Poet at the I Write Festival in Glasgow the other week, and his discussion, a lot of it was about the ground between, poetry and rap, and when does one become the other, etc. And so it was a natural sort of progression for me to just try this stuff out over my limited guitar playing and see what came out. So this is a little example of something, I don't know, a little bit different. It's pretty new, so we'll see. It's called Modern Day Love. Still waiting on the balcony 'cause Romeo's a bastard. She unclockies in a heap on the grass like a lab turd. Slipped and fell trying to reach her window with no ladder. Now his neck can join a retreat and being backward. A backward word for backward. Retract Juliet her hat 'cause it hurt so bad. Romeo had always said he couldn't climb for shit, but she couldn't find a jacket with a zip, so he's patched it in a ditch. Green Lantern with a switch, chase dragons with the kids. You panicked with them too. Told my dad I'd be in school. In fact, we break the rules 'cause that's what modern lovers do for one another in my animal zoo. I saw them sitting in the trees, Kissing, closed eyes friendly, both cried plenty. I saw them sitting in the trees, Kissing, closed eyes friendly, both cried plenty. It's cabin fever, and my cabin fever isn't adult either, so we pop fruit shoots, backgammon by the heater, scraps of gammon salad on the t-shirt. Me and him against the party in the free world. Know each other's deepest and darkest, leaving us hardest, 'cause I know we just retreat to the darkness. My body don't deserve that big a piece of the carnage, so I stay and man the fort between the seat and the armrest. I'm man the fort, I'm man the fort. I'm man the fort, I'm man the fort. We face off across the room, posture costumed in the gloom, pitting our armies on a field of phosphorus fumes, lazy, but that's sloth for the tunes. Special operations delegation stands guard on my moon. I saw them sitting in the trees, Kissing, closed eyes friendly, both cried plenty, but now owe it to one another that they won't die empty. I saw them sitting in the trees, Kissing, closed eyes friendly. Closed eyes friendly. Yeah, thanks.
All right. Cool. This next song we're going to do is called Passenger. I watched a lot of John Butler recently, and it's he does a lot of melodies on his guitar where he follows with the vocals, so that's the kind of idea I was going from, but the story of the song came from walking up Ayr High Street, which is always eventful, and an old lady was sat on a bench. It sounds like a fairy tale. And I walked by and she was like, "Excuse me, could you pick up that penny for me?" It was like, she was sitting on the bench, and I was like, okay. So I bent down and picked it up, and she just took the 1 pence. And I don't think she needed the 1 pence, but like the idea, I thought of maybe she was just looking to give me luck for the rest of the day. And something did happen that night.
Yeah, that's when we got our Calmac thing.
Yeah,
we got
well,
our slot in the final at King Tut's, so maybe it's that. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
tied up in waves. As they wash away all of our days, that seem the same. So tell them that's why you wanna travel.
So tell them that's why I can't follow. You'll be passing places for us, and I'll be passing pennies for your love.
Would you stand up in line
And
hold a difference of opinion, a different way of thinking, and tell them that's why you wanna travel.
tell them that's why I can't follow. You'll be passing places for us, and I'll be passing pennies for your luck, and you'll be passing places for us, and I'll be passing pennies for your luck.
What's to talk about? 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 What's to talk about?
What's to talk about? What's to talk about? What's to talk about? What's to talk about? What's to talk about? What's to talk about?
That was awesome. I thought I was going to sneeze. See, like, get quiet, but
Is that ginger?
I think it's a ginger. I think it's going in my head. Trying to think. I'm really distracted because I just realised I'm not wearing matching socks. This next song, I found it. Yeah, I know I've kind of ruined the poignancy of what I was about to say by everyone looking at my socks, but I always found kind of when I first started writing songs, it was in a quest to impress girls. So I would write songs about kind of how I'd feel if I was in this situation or that situation, and then I found after a long time I was eventually getting into these situations that I was writing about, and it kind of made the writing a lot easier. So it's the song I'm about to play, it was kind of completely away from that side of things, and it was a guy, I'm from Gourock, and in Greenock there was a young guy that was stabbed out in the street, and his uncle, he kind of put forward this idea to put an anti-knife crime campaign together, and he asked if I could do a song for it, and I found it incredibly difficult because I didn't know the guy personally, and kind of looking at it from the kind of lyrical perspective, you don't want to obviously offend anyone with kind of what you say. It's really difficult, you know. So I took the perspective of a woman whose husband or partner or significant other maybe went out one night, and yeah, he never came back, and she found out, and it was all just kind of to try and tie in with this anti-knife crime campaign. I played it to the guy, and he got a bit upset. It was kind of felt like a bit of a trying to think of a polite word for it. That song's called Trapped. Looking out and there's only street lights. Looking back, stepping over the threshold, there's that thought, your mind goes black. Put the key in the lock, turn around and head on back upstairs. Lying there with your head in your hands, it's the same old nightmare. Started off like any other night, lying in each other's arms. He gets up, says he'll be back soon, and it raises no alarm bells in your head. Nonetheless, you rise and you watch him shuffle through the snow. That it is that thought that, well, you don't like seeing him go out on his own. Cause concern. You don't knock, is it you, just to find out it's the boys in blue. I'm sorry, Mrs. So-and-so, I've come here to let you know that something's wrong. As you pass, you know exactly what is going on. Later, you ran into some old neighbor of yours, at the blade dead in his pocket, If he did and he could have stopped it. He'd still be here.
Game changer. Okay. Was there guitar in that last song, mate?
No, you need to turn it up, I think. No, it's any good.
Should have shouted.
No, it's any good. It's any good.
Okay, so that was wonderful. It's real fun. This is cool, actually. Yeah,
Can
it's
we,
cool.
can we keep doing this? All day?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. I think people in the audience would probably agree that that would be a good thing to do, yeah. Just 5 hours of this, yeah. Keep going. I think we'll go for 4 songs each, actually. Yeah,
Cool.
so.
Alright, okay. So as I mentioned, I grew up almost solely until I was old enough for my dad to start playing me his punk records, almost solely on, trad, and my mum's a singer and has always sung to me, and there's always choruses in my house, and so thus I think I've always been a sucker for a chorus, against my will perhaps, but. So this song is written in, more of a sort of traditional style, I guess. It's a nicer way of saying simple. And it's about how you interact with, like, how you can balance dealing with your own battles and wars, like with the face you have to sort of the way you engage with other people at the same time, the way you go about your day, I guess. Like, it's called After War. To cross swords on the battlefield, eyes wide, broken spear and a shattered shield. Heads down, charging blind on the front line, torn skin, worn thin in the sunshine. Fly your flag for me, I think we're the only ones left to see the damage that we caused to this place. Will you fly your flag for me, I think we're the only ones left to see the damage that we caused to this place. Used to hold hands on the hillside, chasing dragons all day just to kill time, trying to analyse our dreams. No concept of context or distance, trade places with the birds in an instant. We're trying to analyse our dreams. Fly your flag for me, I think we're the only ones left to see the damage that we caused to this place. Will you fly your flag for me, I think we're the only ones left to see the damage we caused to this place. Will you fly for me? Will you fly, will you fly, will you fly? Will you fly that fly for me?
fly for me? Will you fly, will you fly, will you fly for me? Cause I remember when we used to cross swords on the battlefield, eyes wide, broken spear and a shattered shield.
Yeah, this next song we're going to play is a song called Skeleton, which is fairly new to us. I wrote it off the back of watching a video on Facebook, and these like little, that's sort of like how we learn things now, is like if someone puts it in a 3-minute video that we can like kind of absorb, like we can't take any more than that. But I did watch it, and it was really cool. It was like a social experiment, and there's like a big massive X-ray screen set up in a public park full of normal people doing their everyday thing, and obviously behind the screen you can only see their skeletons, and the skeletons interact, they dance and sing and laugh together, some kiss and hug, and the crux of the video being that the skeletons come out from behind the screen and you realise what surrounds those skeletons and who those people actually are, and they vary in terms of gender, age, disability, sexuality, whatever else. But yeah, it's just a really nice moment that the audience don't care, and it just makes you think, and we wrote skeleton on the back of that.
Under my skin lives a skeleton. Under your skin lies the same. 206 bones make a skeleton. No ego, no character, no name. How can we be different when our skeletons are the same? Identical twins of a different age. Space separates our bones in the same places. Stuck fast, our bodies create a cage where our skeletons wait to find someone the same. They don't know they're everywhere. And over and over and over and over and over and over, I wanna lie out here with you. And over and over and over and over and over and over, I wanna lie out here with you.
Teacher always tells you not to judge a book by the cover that you see from an initial look, but sir, it looks boring. I'd much rather be exploring one with fancy colours on the front, the one that all my friends want. Sure thing. God forbid you turn your head and take a stand for something other than the stuff you know is socially accepted, and you choose chocolates packed in the fanciest ways just to rip it off and bin it as you're stuffing your face. Why deprive yourself of a book that could enlighten your life? Because at first glance the front cover doesn't look quite right, or eat the sourest sweeties that are bad for your health, because the wrappers were the prettiest ones on the shelf. You don't realise you do it, do you? You don't realise you do it, do you? You don't realise you do it.
You don't realise you do it, do you? 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 You don't realize you do it to your heart. You don't realize you do it to your heart. And over and over and over and over and over and over, I wanna lie out here with you. And over and over and over and over and over and over, I wanna lie out here with you. Just let me lie out here with you.
Oh yeah.
That was magic. That wee breakdown bit, and it's awesome. I like that. Trying to think. Is this on? Yeah.
Yeah. You just need to be reasonably close to it.
Yeah, I wasn't really doing that. Was
No.
I? I was trying to think on what to play this morning, and it got to last night, and I hadn't decided. So I thought I'd decide in the morning, and I still hadn't decided. So I decided during the last song. This song. I was in a band. How old am I? About 6 years ago, I was in a band. We were called Hip Hop Potamus, and then we changed the name to 100 Paper Boats, and we were determined like this was it. This was us. We were going to make it, and yeah, we're still waiting on that happening. But it was back. How old was I? 17, 18. I was a lot rounder than I am now, and I thought, right, I'll start writing songs, and the floodgates will open, the females will come to me, and it didn't even begin to happen. So, but I wrote this song, Man of Me Yet, and it was kind of about me and this girl that were out, and we were schmoozing. And I hadn't schmoozed with anybody, it was all a figment of my imagination, but I thought if girls hear this will think, oh, he is one of these romantic types, I better get involved, but it never happened. And I've not actually played this song for years, but it was the first song that I wrote, and it had a wee middle eight, and I thought it was, magic. So, looking back, I don't know if it is, I don't even know if I can still play it, but I thought it'd be nice to hear a fictional tale as opposed to constant misery. This is called Man of Me Yet. Standing there like she's not got a care in the world, and I look in her eyes and I find a surprise that she's looking back, and I bite the bullet, I just go and do it, I talk to her. And well, she says yes, and it ends the distress I've been feeling. We go out to the movies, it's always so fair, and she smiles at me as I push back a strand of her hair. Takes my hand with a feeling I'll never forget. Maybe she will make a man of me, yeah.
wait in line for a film, and I look in her eyes and I find a surprise that she cares. And I stand alone, everyone's gone home except us. But well, we don't care, we just stand out there in the Glasgow rain. And we kiss, just like the movies, it's always so fair. And she smiles at me as I push back a strand of her hair. And she takes my hand with the feeling I'll never forget. Maybe she will make a man of me, yeah. And she walks so slow in the rain and the cold, and I pull her closer to me. I take her hand, hold it in my arms, and I pull her closer to me. And we kiss just like the movies, it's always so fair. And she smiles at me as I push back a strand of her hair. And she takes my hand with the feeling I'll never forget. Maybe she will make a man, make a man, make a man of me, yeah. Oh no, 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 a man of me, yeah. Oh no, 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 no. And she takes my hand with the feeling I'll never forget. Maybe she will make a man of me, yeah. I found myself cringing at my lyrics there. That was atrocious. Cliche. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I love it for what it's worth.
Thank you.
Even if you are embarrassed about it, you can just add, like, they work fine. Just advertise it as that slightly cheesy song. It works fine.
It's so cheesy.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, this is, I believe this is the last one.
The last round.
Of course. This has been my final offering.
Girls should go after.
Yeah.
Don't stick around.
Okay, so yeah, sort of following on from David's Dyson Batmobile sort of idea, I've not been writing songs really and playing as much as I should be for the last few months. I've got other sort of musical priorities at the moment in terms of commitments, but when I was sort of at the height of, you know, a year and a half or so ago, when I was playing a lot of gigs and writing frequently, I had a real problem with things that were, you know, writing songs that were light-hearted, and it's so easy just to slip into you know, melodrama and grey days and whatever. So I tried to basically, when I was 19, I'm nearly 21 now, but when I was 19, I decided that I wanted 19 to be in a song that rhymed with something, and you know how it is when you get a line of a song or like a rhythm or something in your head you can't get out, and I had 19 and Machine in my head for, you know, for however long, and so I just write out a silly wee song and get it out. So this is a silly wee song about being 19, time machines and stuff. Thanks.
the train the other day when an advocate of an ancient army approached me. He said, tie your hair back, tie your hair back, you're coming with me. He said, I know you're only 19, but I built this time machine. He said, I know you're only 19, but I built this time machine. We went to Egypt, got tanned on the pyramids, drawing pictures in the sand with our fingertips. He said, tie your hair back, tie your hair back, you feel so free. He said, I know you're only 19, but I built this time machine. He said, I know you're only 9. Well, he said, I know you're only 19, but I built this time machine. So I had a screwdriver and a fork, and I had a knife and I had a bit of paper, and so I built a time machine of my own. Bug. I got a time machine, I got a time machine. Now I got a time machine, I got a time machine. Now I got a time machine, I got a time machine. I got a time machine, I got a time machine. I said I got a time machine, I got a time machine. I said I got a time machine, I got a time machine. Have you seen? And I'm only 19. Thanks.
Lovely one.
Cool. This next one's like actually 3 songs together that they didn't fit to start, but you know, once you kind of force them. No, there's a lot of time changes and stuff, but no, it's about sleeping and how being a moody teenager, sometimes when you're sleeping, that's the only time you're really honest with yourself. Like, so a lot of my songs I write about dreams and stuff, because when I'm looking for answers, that's where they usually come from. So this one's it's called Elephant Therapist. So it's about when you're sleeping and you get a therapist that's an elephant,
Breathe softly, make my mind rest in peace, and I'll sleep honestly. The only time it seems but we can breathe underwater in these situations. And in these situations, I can't fall forward when I'm weightless. And you can be Alice in Wonderland or the nightmare in my head. Would you hold the bear's hand if both of you were scared? And as I wonder, should I tell the truth instead? 'Cause when I'm sleeping, I'm dreaming of a story from my
bed. Burn a different page that my mind creates, and I'll turn a different age every time it's made. So sleep, honestly. So sleep, honestly. Can you understand deeper than my therapist can? When I'm asleep, he's an elephant. When I'm speaking, he'll be listening, drowning in the thoughts that we're swimming in. But we can breathe underwater in these situations. And in these situations, I can't fall forward when I'm weightless. When I'm weightless. So you can be Alice in Wonderland, or the nightmare in my head. Would you hold the bear's high if both of you were scared? And as I wonder, should I tell the truth instead? 'Cause when I'm sleeping, I'm dreaming of a story from my bed. Thank you.
All right.
Before you put that down, show me how you do that wee do thing that you're doing there.
You know how you get the harmonics?
Yeah.
Like, so,
No.
but like, if you hold the fret here, and like, you can go 2 frets up, but you have to plug it and like, mute it.
Nice.
It's,
Need to show me
it
that
goes
part.
terribly wrong on, on stage.
That's mighty.
Imagine the schmoozing you could do with that.
Oh. Turn me into the schmooze over thing.
From SeaWorld.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah, it's something I've never really been able to do is play more than 5 chords. But this next one's actually got a major to a minor in it, which I think sounds rather sexy at the end of the middle 8. This final song was written during a period of my life I like to fondly look back of and call the rejection section. Where I had a lovely female friend, we started kind of hanging around, and I believe we were on the cusp of something majestic, and it just never seemed to happen, so I was gutted, and I went away and got really, really steaming for a couple of months, and I wrote the best part of an album about this girl and her lack of wanting my heart. Bitch. But she, no, this song's called The Organ Song, and I was going to steal one of Elton John's lyrics for the middle 8, Hold Me Close Now, Tiny Dancer, but I was worried that the song might be a massive hit and then I'd get hit with a massive legal bill, so I changed it to White Girl Dancer because the girl in question's dancing is absolutely atrocious. This is called The Organ Song.
I watch from afar, see folk chancing their arm around you. I feel slightly habit of minding. The habit of minding. Get out of my head. Just get out of my head. Bother someone else instead. Break away from the pack. Now there's no turning back. It is done here. Hate the games that we play. If you ask me to stay, then I will. It's like I'm a ghost and that you can see through me. The sound of your voice, well, it's like music to me today. With the words that you say. Get out of my head. Just get out of my head. Bother someone else instead. Someone else instead. Hold me close now, you white girl dancer. Those three words, well, they're not the answer you want. So what can I say? Now I'm heading away, nothing else left to say. The night's over. No more last-ditch attempts. Enough time has been spent over this. It's like you're the clouds and well, I am the sky. Forever changing and passing me by these days. Changing your ways. Get out of my head. Just get out of my head. Bother someone else instead. Someone else instead.
That was completely stunning, actually. It was really fantastic. Yeah, I actually almost speechless. Really, really beautiful music. We've got some more events happening here if you want to come and stay and see some of them. Becky Wallace is doing an Inspiring Women talk at 12 o'clock. And then at 1:30 we've got some of our MA songwriters who are going to come and play tunes for an hour or so. Thanks for coming by, and you'd be very welcome to stay for the rest. In the meantime, can we hear it one more time for Owen Sutcliffe? Gilmour Stuart Rammage and David Laing.